One of the benefits of Securities America being owned by Ladenburg Thalmann is some of the resources that we can bring to the table. And so our speaker services is a good example. It doesn't cost anything for advisors to have somebody from the Ladenburg Thalmann Asset Management team come out and speak to their clients, whether they're doing a seminar or an educational event or a client appreciation event. We'll come out and speak on generic topics like what's going on in the economy and as well as the market. We never really cover product or get too specific. So it's one of the resources that's available to have a different voice, somebody with a broad market spectrum come out and speak to clients.
Well, we do client events on a regular basis, but what our criteria is for a client event is it helpful and useful to the client? Does it give them an appropriate impression of our philosophy on how we manage money or how we go about financial planning? Recently, we had Ladenburg come in, Phil Brancato came in, and he spoke to the clients at a luncheon and at a cocktail reception. And the extraordinary thing about bringing Phil in is that there's a partnership that even though we don't currently use Ladenburg funds, there's a family relationship.
Nan called me up to say, can you come out and do sort of an economic overview? She wanted someone to come in and not really be product specific or salesy, someone to just give the folks who came an understanding of what's going on, positives and negatives in the economy. I think the public is greatly underserved. I think there's a lot of folks who really don't understand what we do as an industry. There's so much to us. Funneling it down and delivering education is a challenge. So it's a chance for me to help out a little bit. So many folks have questions about what's going on in Washington, D.C., or what's going on in Europe, or how is China changing the United States, or how are we growing? Are we really energy independent, or is it some sort of change in our environment that we're just not accustomed to? So to be able to discern that kind of information at a level that I think is, I won't sort of call it basic, but understanding to the average investor is a pleasure for me and generally found to be very helpful for them.
The other thing that was extraordinary about it, not least of which is Phil is an extraordinary speaker in his own right, but the concept of how Ladenburg manages money truly fit with how we at Creekside manage money. So it was a consistent message to give our clients. Anytime you can marry a client event with an extraordinary speaker, which Phil was, with a message that's consistent with your own at a certainly reasonable cost, you've done a mitzvah, you've done a good deed. Those clients are going to feel good about you as their advisor.